Welcome back to QrepubliC. Today is August 31st, 2021, Tuesday. PSEI seen capping 2021 above 7,000 level despite Delta threat. The local bourse is still forecast to cap the year above the 7,000 level despite market volatility brought by the Delta variant, as improving business outlook due to a pickup in vaccinations is seen trumping pandemic uncertainties. In a report of First Metro Investment Corporation and University of Asia and the Pacific, PSEI will be at 7,400 to 7,800 level this year on expectations that corporate earnings will continue showing signs of recovery. Plus, recovery can be sustained if the country continues to make headway in vaccinations, which is key to more easing of lockdowns. For our local headlines, inflation likely breached target again in August, according to BSP. Consumer price growth to land between 4.1 to 4.9% in August, which may breach the government's annual target of 2 to 4%. ACEN to tap green bond market anew. ACEN will raise cash through a fresh issuance of green bonds for the company's ongoing shift to clean energy. Also, they will issue senior guaranteed and dated notes to be listed on the Singapore Exchange. Metrobank assures public of strong banking position. Metrobank said it remains resilient, robust, and strong into the second year of the public health crisis, and it promises to significantly contribute to the country's recovery amid the pandemic. Cebu Air 95% of flying crew vaccinated. Cebu Air has achieved a 7-star safety rating from airlineratings.com for its COVID-19 compliance. Hong Kong bans PAL passenger flights until September 11th. This is after 3 passengers from Manila were confirmed to have COVID-19 upon arrival testing at the Chinese Special Administrative Region last August 27th. In other news, European markets head for lower open as investors digest latest data. London, Germany, France, and Italy are down earlier on market trade. This came after data released that the Eurozone economic sentiment eased more than expected in August from a record high in July. Also, investors are concerned on China's factory activity, which grew at a slower pace in August. Shares in Asia Pacific mostly slipped overnight after the data released, and this afternoon, Hong Kong market fell after limiting the time of 18 years below in playing video to just 3 hours a week. And meanwhile, United Stock Futures rose slightly in overnight trading as the S&P 500 looks to wrap it up 7th straight month of gains at a record high. For our international headlines, Tencent and NetEase shares fall more than 3% after China tightens gaming rules for kids. US ends 20-year war in Afghanistan with final evacuation flights out of Kabul. Israel doubles down on booster shots as daily COVID cases set new record. Japan's Moderna vaccine contamination problems widen as regions put holds on more shots. CDC panel endorses full approval of Pfizer's COVID vaccine for ages 16 and up. And Pfizer Director Dr. Gottlieb says the vaccine for kids 5 to 11 could come by winter. For our PSEI today, we closed at 6,855.44 after dipping at 6,600 area today as well. Hence, the bulls won over the bear as we push up the price 3% from our low today. And ang ganda rin po ng ating volume as it is above average, and sa ating net foreign indicator, nasa 300 million pesos yung pumasok sa atin or yung investment na na-receive natin from our foreign investors. And kung titingnan po natin, 6 day in a row na rin po tayo merong support coming from our investors. Kanina sa news nalaman natin that our analysts are looking for our PSEI to close the year above 7,000 levels, provided that our inoculation or yung vaccination natin is magiging steady at mas marami tayong ma-accommodate, kasi ito yung susi natin para mabawasan yung mga restrictions which will make our economy to become active again, and gaganda yung mga earnings ng ating mga company. Hence, marami tayong ma-attract ng mga investors. Especially dito sa ating index, pwede pa rin nating masabi na nasa bargain price pa rin tayo as we are trading above 8,000 levels pre-pandemic. So, our uptrend channel as of the moment is still intact, and with our good indicators, we can still follow this trend as our guide, and every dip that we may have in the future, especially kapag dumikit pa tayo sa ating lower border, we can take that chance to accumulate shares as we are rooting for our index to go above 7,000 levels by the end of the year. Hence, maganda po makaposisyon tayo as early as now. So let us continue to monitor the market, be wiser than we are yesterday, and continue to invest for our future. For ACEN, we learned kanina sa ating headlines that they are raising cash through green bonds, and they will list senior notes to be listed on Singapore Exchange. So, that security po ito, and it will give a win-win case sa ating mga investors as they are going to earn interest as well. So, ito po yung catalyst natin for ACEN. That is why it created a bullish candlestick and an above average volume today. So, kumbaga ito yung ating catalyst kung bakit tayo nagkaroon ng pagtaas kay ACEN today. Plus, yung ating mga pattern or itong ating bullish pattern na tinitingnan, yung 3 white soldier na na-discuss din natin sa ating previous video. Ito nga po is common na nangyayari sa ating downtrend or consolidation, and expect na pagka meron tayong ganito, possible magkaroon tayo ng upside movement. We are speculating for ACEN to break out its 9.60 resistance, or ito pong ating Darvas box, and we will create a new trend. There's a big possibility rin that ACEN will create another all-time high anytime soon. So sa mga gusto pong magdagdag ng shares or papasok pa lang kay ACEN, pwede tayong bumili, especially nasa 9.60 area pa lang tayo. And sa mga holders natin, continue to hold lang po dito kay ACEN. For Apollo Global, we are still holding on to our major support at 0.10 area. Sa kabila po yan ng ating listing date ngayon ng ating FOO. Now, with our low today until our closing price, meron na kagad tayong move na 8 to 9%. And currently, andito rin po tayo sa ating resistance level. At this point, meron po tayong mga red flags na pwedeng i-consider or i-point out. First one is yung resistance level natin. Nandiyan tayo currently ngayon. And then, not all who have FOO already exited. So, hindi pa lahat is nakakalabas. And our short-term traders na nakasalo po sa low natin today, na hindi pa rin nakaka-exit today, may have sold their shares tomorrow. Though candlestick and volume-wise, very bullish po yung dating ni Apollo Global and may give us another good move tomorrow. So if ever you still decide to join or buy on its current level, just be careful and remain vigilant as the red flags that we have noted is also significant. But for those na may mga average na 0.10 below, you can remain on hold and observe for the meantime. For PHA, last time na nireview po natin siya, sinabi natin na may chance na ma-breakdown yung ating uptrend channel due to the bearish candlesticks that we are having and yung ating low volume. And we identified yung 1.10 area kung saan tayo pwede mag-test buy if ever. With a candlestick that we made today, very bearish pa rin po yung dating ni PHA, and mas bumaba pa yung ating volume. Plus dito sa ating net foreign indicator, Though meron tayong buying today, hindi pa rin natin siya makitaan ng support. Moreover, hindi siya nag-manifest sa ating volume today kasi napaababa nga po ng ating volume. So going back sa ating chart, may downtrend pattern din tayong ma-observe, which is yung head and shoulder natin. So unfortunately, mas lamang yung mga red flags na nanonotice natin, and hence high likely na ma-breakdown natin itong 1.10 support. Our next support is at 1 peso area, pero pag hindi pa rin nagbago yung mga indicators natin at that time, mas maigi sa major support or 0.90 area tayo kumuha ng shares. For Metrobank, kanina sa ating headlines, we learned that the firm is reassuring the market that they are resilient and strong despite na 2 years na itong ating pandemic. Now sa ating technicals, we are still on the sideways and currently nasa may lower portion, which is a good target if gusto natin bumili ng shares kay Metrobank. Digging deeper, in the short term, malakas yung ating resistance at moving average 50 sa may bandang 46 peso area. And today, we created a strong bearish candlestick which giving us a possible downward move. Hence, high likely ma-breakdown natin itong ating 45 peso key support. Granting na ma-breakdown natin yung 45 peso area, it doesn't mean naman that we are heading down sa ating key support at 41 peso area. Kasi sa sideways move natin, yung bottom part natin is at 44 peso area pa, and nagkakaroon pa tayo ng dip sa may 43 peso area. On this instance, we are still rooting sa ating sideways, so okay pa rin naman itong maging guide kahit ma-breakdown natin yung 45 peso area. Pero better price sa pagkuha, there's a big possibility in touching the 44.30 area again. Then, if ever, pwede pa tayong mag-abang sa more dip na gagawin ng ating market up to 43 peso area. For Cebu Air, we learned that 95% of their crew are already vaccinated and they have achieved a 7-star safety rating from airlineratings.com for its COVID-19 compliance, which is very good news para kay Cebu Air. Dito sa ating technicals, we still have a sideways move and currently weak momentum and low volume pa rin po tayo, pero nasa lower area naman na tayo, which is a good target if we want to buy shares. And currently, we are maintaining itong 43.50 area as our low, which is good kasi somehow meron tayong nakitang strength. However, the major red flags pa rin na tinitingnan natin dito is the effect of the pandemic. So, overall, mas maganda maging on the side muna, pero if gusto talaga natin bumili, nasa magandang area naman tayo. So, 43.50 pababa yung maganda nating abangan to be on a good position. For PAL, we learned in our news kanina that their passengers are being banned in Hong Kong until September 11 due to the 3 passengers that were positive in COVID last August 27. For its technicals, same with Cebu Air, meron din tayong sideways move with weak momentum pero high volume tayo kay PAL due to selling. We are being blocked sa ating moving average 100 and currently making bearish candlesticks, which signaling us that it may go down further. And kung titingnan din naman natin, wala pa tayo sa ideal area kasi 5.89 pababa pa yung lower part natin dito sa ating sideways trend. Same with Cebu Air, COVID-19 din po yung ating major red flag. So be on the side muna, but if we really wanted to buy, abang po tayo sa lower area natin, and mas maganda i-retouch natin itong ating bottom at 5.40 area. Diyan po tayo pinakamagandang bumili ng shares if ever. For Converge, we are currently consolidating after natin ma-breakout yung 30 peso area natin. Uptrend channel is still intact, which is still good to use as our guide, especially for entry or shares accumulation. Pero generally, more on hold po tayo dito kay Converge. For Globe, after natin ng ating massive move pataas last week, sellers are now taking over the market. Volume-wise, second trading day natin merong malakas na selling pressure and possible na masundan pa siya by tomorrow or even after tomorrow. As of the moment, if our average is 2,661 pababa, we may hold our shares and monitor the market. And if we want to add shares or mag-i-invest pa lang tayo dito kay Globe, dito po tayo banda sa ating support area or key support. Possible kumuha around 2,660 kasi possible po natin yung ma-retouch this week. Punta lang po tayo dito sa ating weekly time frame. I would just like to share with you our major support as of the moment, which is the 2,420 area. Meaning, don't be surprised if bumaba pa tayo dyan sa area na yan. Pero since we are on all-time high, kahit bumaba tayo dyan sa 2,420 area, it's fine kasi yan na yung bubuuin nating base. Kumbaga ito yung ating magiging support or low level. So mas maganda kumuha ng maraming shares pag bumaba pa tayo dyan sa 2,420 area. For PLDT, sellers are taking control the market as well. Malakas po ang ating selling pressure based on our volume na rin, which may continue tomorrow or the day after. In other perspective, we are now looking on possible Darvas box that we are going to fill in as we may have a strong resistance dito sa 1,465 area. Especially, we created a doji type of candlestick today. On this instance, you have an option to sell your shares or maybe some habang nasa 1,465 or resistance area tayo to secure our gain. Then repurchase na lang at least around 1,380 malapit sa ating moving average 9 or sa ating key support at 1,338 area depending on our trading plan. Pero you may decide to hold your shares, especially if your average is 1,338 below, and who knows, magpahinga lang ng konti itong si PLDT and then umakyat ulit soon. For dito CME, so malakas na usap-usapan ngayon yung tungkol sa kanyang SRO, which is good kasi it makes dito more alive and active than ever. So ang maganda nating abangan is yung price ng SRO para doon natin mabase yung possible price na pwede nating ibaba kung sakali. For now, let's focus dito sa ating chart. Our uptrend channel is still intact, which is good. Pero tingnan natin if possible natin masustain. Punta lang po tayo dito sa ating weekly time frame. In here, makikita natin na possible strong resistance itong 9 peso area natin. And currently, we are creating a red candlestick, which is somehow a weakness that we can observe kasi during this uptrend channel na binubuo natin, ngayon lang tayo nagkaroon ng red. Pero syempre, too early to tell pa yan if mag-close tayo ng red dito sa weekly kasi nag-i-start pa lang naman po tayo ng ating week. So balik lang po tayo dito sa ating daily time frame. Second red flag naman po na tinitingnan natin is yung ating volume during our uptrend. Ngayon lang po tayo nagkaroon ng dalawang magkasunod na strong selling volume, and sa sobrang strong selling pressure ngayong araw, nag-open tayo below our closing price last Friday. Hence, meron po tayong weakness na nakikita. So, titingnan po natin yung volume natin. Mataas po itong last two volumes during this uptrend channel. So, this week, kailangan natin ma-rule out yung pagiging strong ng ating 8.14 key support. Sa ngayon, hindi pa natin masabi kung mabibreakdown natin yan, pero we are looking now on a 50-50 chance dahil na rin po sa weight ng mga red flags na na-observe natin. Sa mga papasok pa lang po kay dito CME, more on test buy muna yung pwede natin gawin para may pang-average down tayo in case ma-breakdown natin yung 8.14 area. And sa mga holders natin, especially if active trader tayo or short-term trader might as well secure some profit by selling some of your shares kasi pag na-breakdown natin tong 8.14 area, possible tayong magkaroon ng sideways in the short term and yung low na tinitingnan natin is 6.70 area. And that's it for today. Kung nagustuhan niyo po itong video na ito, please don't forget to like it and share it as well para mapagbigay insights din po tayo sa iba. And also, kung meron po kayong additional information or thoughts dito sa review na to, comment nyo lang po yan para makatulong din po or makapagbigay information din po tayo sa iba. At sa inyo po na gustong magpa-review ng kanilang mga stocks, comment nyo lang din po yan para maisama po natin sa ating next session. And sa mga bago po nanonood ng video na ito, don't forget to subscribe para lagi po kayo maging updated sa mga bagong videos na nilalabas po natin. Maraming salamat po. I'll see you soon. QRepublic.